Hi everyone, Laptin here with another episode of CXed. Now, if you're watching this, chances are you're a marketer or a business owner, and like anything, right? We have to do sales and marketing for our businesses. But if we're being real for a moment, if we're being honest with ourselves for a moment, how many of us are genuinely, truly happy with the results that we get? All right. Chances are, I guess, very few of us actually got our hands up right now. And really, there's actually one main primary reason why your sales and marketing isn't as effective as it should be. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, oh, yeah, look, maybe it's the messaging, or I'm not using the right channels, or I'm not posting the right time. And yeah, definitely, that's all part of it, right? That's definitely part of it incrementally, right? It's definitely it. But the number one main reason why your sales and marketing isn't effective as it should be, and that's despite, having all these marketing strategies, customer journeys and plans and all these kind of things. And we've all experienced this before, right? When we're busy, you're under the pump, right? In the back of your mind, you should be doing something different, but you're squeezed for time, right? What do? Right? We always fall back to what we've done before. Yeah? Like, we've all been there, right? I mentioned how many times have you, I'm sure all of you had at some point, look, you've had all these grand plans, but something came up and you just go, look, I got to get something out there. Look, let's just send an email, send a newsletter, send a letter or something like that. Or, look, oh my God, it's, like it's almost end of financial year, or it's a Christmas time or whatever. We got to do a promotion. We get out. So you just grab what you did last year, you make a few changes and boom, you send it out again without a second thought. Why? Because it's easy. Right? Because it's easy. But the problem is, times change and people change. What worked once before is no longer as effective, right? It's the whole definition of insanity thing, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, that's why there are people in the asylum, right? And so really the implication for us as marketers and business owners is that when we do that, like when we do the same thing over and again, and to be fair, because it's easy, we don't have the time, we don't have the energy, we don't have the know-how, we just do what we've done before. But really we're doing ourselves a disservice, right? Because by doing that, we accept subpar, average, middling, kind of lukewarm results. And so in order, we've saved ourselves some effort at the beginning, some stress in the beginning, but we actually create more stress and frustration for us afterwards because we're not getting the results that we want, right? Or we're not getting the results that we were hoping for because what worked once before doesn't work as well anymore, right? Times change, people move on. And so for us to really move forward, we need to think about sales and marketing in a completely different way. Not as a bunch of discrete activities like, here's a chunk here, here's a little piece here, a little piece here, but as part of a whole process called customer engagement. Basically, everything about your business that your customer touches or interacts with, whether that's marketing, sales, service, that's customer engagement, right? And looking at one holistic journey and one holistic experience from the very beginning to the end so that we can build a whole process around that. And so when it comes to effective customer engagement, there are three key pillars that make up effective customer engagement. I'll share them with you now. First one, personalization. So really about, personalize the content or your communication, your customer engagement, so that it's relevant, and personalized to each individual customer, so you can connect with them on that deeper kind of level. Second pillar is emotional engagement. So it's not just about sending a comms, right? Sending a letter or just some factual information. We need to think about how we connect with the customers on that emotional level, about their needs, their desires, their wants. That's the kind of thing that really compels them to go, look, I love you and I love your brand. And finally, the third pillar, shorter but very important, acronym we call MIM, stands for Moment It Matters. Right? So connecting with our customers, not at a time of our choosing, but a time when it makes sense for them, when they're ready to make a decision, when they're, or what we call, they're at the peak of that decision-making cycle. All right. These are three pillars of effective customer engagement. Now, don't worry, we'll cover these three pillars in more detail in later episodes. And we'll break it all down for you and explain how it can apply to your individual businesses. So until then, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Let's all engage more and sell more together.